Good day, everyone. Myself, Engineer Gabriel, along with Engineers Gronda and Hippolito, are going to talk about a case study of an engineer's dispute with client over design. So, for a brief background, Engineer A was hired to create the best design possible for a certain project of the client. Yet, after meeting with the client, they have an argument on the success of the project. The client sees Engineer A's design is too big and complex and wants a simpler design. Engineer A does not think a simpler design would be best and safe for the public. The client wants the drawing of Engineer A to be given to Engineer B to see if the project may be completed to the client's liking. The client is willing to pay Engineer A for the plan specifications and preparation once Engineer A delivers them. However, Engineer A did not give the drawings to the client. So the question is, would it be ethical for Engineer A to deliver over the plans and specifications to the client? And the group says that it unanimously agrees that it is ethical for Engineer A to hand over the drawings and specifications to the client. So for the justification, uh, it is ethical for Engineer A to give the drawings and specifications client since it follows the fundamental principle number two about being honest and impartial to employers or clients. Engineer A was impartial to the client since he directly stated that going with a simpler design would not be safe for the public.
Engineer A has already told the client the implications of altering the design could possibly lead to endangering the safety of the public, which would be in line of Fundamental Canon number 1, in which civil engineers shall hold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public in performance of their duty. And by giving the plans and specifications over to the client, Engineer A would be fulfilling his duties to his employer, and this would be in line to the ethical theory of duty ethics.
Engineer A was ethical in giving the plans and specifications to the client by upholding Code of Ethics number 1 when he exhibited his sense of professionalism to the client by finishing the job, even if Engineer A would no longer be the one to accomplish the project. Code Engineer A also observed Code of Ethics number 1 when he did not ask for additional payment to the client despite the client seeking the services of another engineer to finish the project to his or her liking. Engineer A uphold fundamental canon number 1 when he uses skills to design the project accordingly that would be safe for the public to use. Engineer A also observed fundamental principle number 2 when he was truthful in voicing out his opinions that a simpler design would not do and may put the people in that establishment at risk. Engineer A also observed duty ethics when he still did this task by handing out the plans and specifications to the client. And lastly, Engineer A was able to uphold Code of Ethics number 1 when Engineer A was professional enough in accepting the fact that he would no longer finish the project, but would still give the plans and specifications to the client. All in all, Engineer A was ethical by observing the principles, code of ethics, canons, and ethical theories. Engineer A was able to remain ethical by telling the truth and being concerned on the safety of the public while finishing his task, which was to give the specifications and plans to the client and being professional enough to accept that he would no longer be the one to finish it.
There are two scenarios thought out by the group. Scenario 1, Engineer B redesigns the plan according to the plan in mind of the client. The implication of this would be putting the safety of people at risk. This will violate Fundamental Canon number 1. This may cause Engineer B to have his license revoked if the infrastructure fails. Scenario 2, Engineer B insists that the design of Engineer A is still of good quality and that no changes should be made. The implication, the client may still be unhappy with Engineer B's opinion, and this would cause him to hire another engineer, and this would cause Engineer B to not get the job. Thank you for listening in our case analysis.